Alrighty. Oh, sorry, I catch my breath. I just got across the river. We did a first today. It's first time we've been out in December in a kayak. And it's also the first time I've been out when it's this cold. It's about 39 degrees right now. And the wind's actually blowing pretty good. So if you ever decide you want to come out on a day like today, make sure the wind's not blowing as much. I kind of know what I'm doing. And we're right at the edge of what's comfortable for, what the water temperature can do to you on a day like today if you just get wet, let alone if you fall in, you're cooked. But it's not super dangerous, but you just got to be careful and know your skills. But we've been goose egging a lot. Earlier this week I found a nice little point, one of my other spots to finally break that goose egg, but I wasn't feeling it enough and wanted to find a little bit more and couldn't sit at home, so we came out on a day like today. Kind of miserable feeling, but we're going to see if we can't find us something in one of our bread and butter spots, and we'll let you know if we do. Alright, we got a little bit of stuff there. That one looks like it's off of a worked piece there. Could just be debitage. Got another little flake here. So right off the bat, we're doing pretty good. That lot of leaves we're going to have to clear out and search some of these spots, and once we do, I got a good feeling there's going to be a lot of stuff in here because the water's been up and down a lot and I haven't been in here for a while. Alrighty, on the board already. Nice little one there. Little thumb scraper. Not too bad. We'll keep moving through here and just keep our eyes peeled. I haven't had to move the leaves back quite yet. Maybe we could find enough to satisfy our hunger just surface hunting without having to disturb the ground. Alright, I was scooping a little bit of this leaves, and then in my scoopage I found me a little busted off point. So there's number 2 for the day. I think I got something here, not too sure. Kind of looks like a worked piece of flint. I'm not 100% on that. We got 2 on the board so far. We're going to scoop back the leaves and wet the ground and give it a look. Alright, see right here. Little Fort Ancient point. This place here has really come alive lately. Another piece of flint right there. No. Quartz maybe. We haven't been in here in about a month, and there's a lot of stuff right here where it hasn't been for a while. So we're gonna make sure we cover this little spot here well, and then we're gonna move over to the bigger spot we haven't even touched yet, and hopefully there'll be more goodies over there. I ain't sure what this is. It's been thinned out almost like it was being used for a thumb scraper. I got no clue what it's made out of. We'll put it in the pocket and look at it cleaned off when we get home. That's weird. I got as much of this side cleared off as I could before I got wore out. It's just overwhelming over here. So I think we'll let the flood water take care of this and give it a break for now. We're going to look in some other places and see if anything isn't uncovered. I did one sift of this. We're going to sift it out. If we find something, we find something. If not, and we don't, that's the last thing of the day. We will look this over real quick before we go, since we sifted it off and threw some water on it, but we're about finished up, so fingers crossed, hopefully we find something in this. Alright, I don't see anything on the ground. Gave it a good once over, and can't see as well because I poked my eye with a stick. There is a little piece of flint there. I'm not going to pick it up, just a cobble, but we did get that sift done. I got me, let me show you here, handful of flakes. And then right at the bottom, as I was finishing it out, busted little triangle. The tip's missing, but the base is there. So, ended the day on a pretty good note. But I'm going to try to get back across the river here before these waves get any more treacherous. It's already not going to be a fun ride back. So, we will show you everything that we got when we get home. Alright, we got the finds from our last hunt. Getting ready to put them in with everything else we found since mid-September. Lots of little goodies in here. Some of them are just odds and broken ends of artifacts, and we got a few whole ones in there you can see. But got a handful of flint. It's going to go in another flint jar there. Kind of fill a third one up. Did have a couple pieces I thought looked like they were worked on in there, but after I got a look at them when I got home there, I don't think there's too much. This one here looked like it had work to it, but it's just a convenient break, I think now. I'm not too sure on it. But odd stuff. Now, I got 4 pieces, I know. This thing's weird. I don't know what this is. It just looks like some type of, almost like it was a piece of slate or something. But it looks almost like a chipped at one side of it. It could just be natural. I don't know. I picked it up. It'll just go out in my rocks. I got no idea about pile. But then there was that I noticed. And to me it looks like writing. It could just be some matrixing. But I'm not sure what it's made out of. Kind of looks like metal, but it doesn't feel like metal at all. And it's got that kind of seems like it's a stamp, but I also think it's just really, really convenient cracks. If you could see like writing in that maybe I can't, let me know. I feel like my eyes won't identify writing, but I can't begin to tell you what's on it. So it's just a weird what if pile, rock, artifact, whatever. I'm not really putting any faith that it's anything important, but if somebody knows, you can let me know in the comments section. Got a couple triangles. Got a busted off one there, probably one of those little Fort Ancient blades that's kind of rounded off at the bottom. I find those in there about that size. They would stand up about that tall above these triangles, and then they would round out like that. I've got 1 or 2. Probably in my other case. I don't have them in here. And then this was the first out of the 4 I actually found, but that's my favorite piece of the night. Just because it's whole. Little thumb scraper, some type of tiny little blade. Not a bad day, especially when we had a limited amount of beach to hunt, just because the way it's the mud and all the gunk is kind of taking over half the beach there. We have just a really, really, really small spot to look, but we made the best of it. We come out there with a lot more than I expected to, so it was a pretty good night. So that's our finds, and I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Y'all have a good one.